We're just gonna have to see what happens now, because this is sick. It's sick. I mean, we've had like a lot of things about YouTubers coming out and just being bad people, treating their employees, like the people who work under them. The thing is, like, YouTube has gone from less of a sort of, you know, guy or like gal with a camera to more like little mini businesses going on. And it's sucks in the sense of they want the money that comes with running a business without the responsibility that comes with running a business, which is like to people's livelihoods and paying people well for the work that they actually do. Dhar Mann, you guys know Dhar Mann, right? The muse to many a commentary YouTuber. When a commentary YouTuber runs out of things to talk about for their one video they release a week, they think to themselves, what should I do? What do I do now? These days, it's one of two things. Either you watch a cut the button video or you watch a Dhar Mann video. It's one of the two. And that gives you enough time to prepare for the next week for another video to make. Listen, no hate. I've been there before. Okay, I get it. They're hilarious, especially the Dhar Mann spin-offs. There's a whole Dhar Mann universe out there, but it seems like in all of the 27 quadrillion multiverses there are none in which Dhar Mann actually pays the actors that he has in his studio. Barely get paid enough to pay for rent. Dhar Mann actors strike. Drama explained as YouTuber faces cancellation. So it is kind of over for Dhar Mann at the moment. We haven't watched one of his videos for a little while, but what's been going on with him is that he hasn't been paying his actors well at all with the money that he makes from his YouTube videos. Who's Dhar Mann? What do you mean, who's Dhar Mann? You know those videos like man cheats on wife with babysitter, instantly regrets it? Man decides to eat a huge meal before getting a colonoscopy, doctor regrets it. You know, those types of videos? That's this guy. He makes the evil bimbo videos as well. Yeah. This is the guy. He looks like an NPC in a Sims game. That's he kind of does. Gobble Gibo. So true, Dhar Mann. So true. Anyways, YouTube sensation Dhar Mann is coming under fire for underpaying his employees. Several actors working under his studio have recently took to TikTok to reveal that they were protesting against the working conditions. This comes after they were refused a meeting with Dhar Mann, and after his management fired people who questioned him. Netizens have since taken to social media to express their shock. Imagine Dhar Mann doesn't pay his workers. Imagine my shock. Imagine being harassed nonstop online and made fun of because of acting in a Dhar Mann video, and you barely get paid enough to pay for rent. I will say, if I'm going to get clowned on every single day for being in a Dhar Mann video and my acting's going to get criticized every single day for being in Dhar Mann videos, I at least want to get paid for it. Because his videos get like millions of views, right? Yeah, at least pay me. Yeah, his videos get like 3 million views a day. How in the world is this man going to, like, look at this. He has 17 million subscribers. Yeah, like they all get like 3 million views, 4 million views. Yeah, 5 million views. He could pay, there's like 4 actors in these at any given point in time. There's no way that he can't pay these people. He just doesn't want to. It's crazy how he has like a whole team and you have to like beg for a meeting with him too. That's wild. Crazy that Dhar Mann's whole career is about morals when he's one of the most moralist individuals. Yeah, he's like one of the most, like, if this is true, he's one of the most amoral YouTubers. At least like other YouTubers like pay their editors well. For me personally, I've talked about it before. My editors get all of the money that they make from the YouTube videos. I make no money from YouTube personally at this moment in time. So, I mean, if I can do it and I can still like be a full-time streamer, then I think that Dhar Mann can do it while like paying for his shit. If I'm gonna be honest. Actor Charles Laughlin? No, his name is Charles Laughlin. Or maybe Laughlin? Laughlin? Charles Laughlin? There's this guy's name is Dhar Mann and the guy working for him is named Charles Laughlin? Yeah, he ain't Laughlin no more. Anyways, recently took to Instagram and revealed that several entertainers under the YouTube studios reported to be protesting. Laughlin said that they were protesting after they were upset and how they were treated. He continued, "We asked for a meeting and we were told that we would not be given a meeting. Wow, not even like you'll get it sometime soon or like when I'm free. It's just like straight up, you're not getting a meeting. That's crazy. So through the actors' social media's pages, it was revealed that they were protesting for 2 days already. We have some of these videos. Here's one.
My name is Josh, and I do social media news. Right now, there are protests in...
This is not right. Sorry. Right here. I want to see what that sign said. Fraud man. Yo! They're not calling him Dhar Mann. They're calling him Fraud Man. Bullying actors. He's not changing lives. He's ruining actors' lives. Yo! He ignores an instant. Wait, what is that? Multi-millionaire ignores actors, instantly regrets it. That's good. That's good. That's a good one. They know what they're doing. They got a cowbell? No, that's real protesting right there. With the damn cowbell?
It's over here. That's pretty much what's going on. You know how bad it is, right? You know how bad. Yeah. We got more whistles and sides and shit. I'll come back right now. I support you guys, man. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, fuck a Dhar Mann, bro. Abusing his damn workers. That's crazy. Like I'm going to tell you this now. Okay? I'm going to tell you this now. Your YouTubers that you watch, like your YouTubers that get like 500,000 views plus on YouTube videos are making obscene, wild, near unimaginable amounts of money, especially if they're doing sponsorships. I can tell you this now, that a YouTuber that gets like around around 500,000 views a video, they're pulling in possibly $10,000 to $20,000 a month, possibly even $40,000 a month, depending on their CPM and like the child safety of their channel. They could be pulling in that types of money. That's 500,000, especially if they're doing sponsorships. Yes, absolutely, they could be pulling in that amount of money. There is no way that you can't pay some of these people like $3,000 for like the work that they do or anything, especially if they're doing multiple videos and multiple takes. There's no possible way you can't give these people like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 each. It is very easy to do such. I will tell you this now, okay? It is very easy to do so. He just chooses not to. It's not like they're strapped for cash or they're just YouTubers. It's just like a streamer, okay? If you know a streamer that gets around like 2,000 views average, I can tell you this now, that person is filthy rich. That person is filthy rich. That person is like quite rich indeed. Well, maybe not filthy rich, right? But they're like, to your average person, they got some real money. To your average Twitch viewer, they have like a crazy amount of money. Like a wild amount of money, because the money can really pile up when you're making content, because the overhead on that can be pretty low. Now, depending on like what they're doing, like Ludwig and Critical, like those guys, they make a lot of money. They also spend a lot of money on other things to like, lose money. But I can 100% tell you that like Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, Charlie, that guy, he's probably bringing in like 20,000 minutes. Actually, that's actually lowballing it. I would say if I was going to give you like a real number, I think he'd be bringing in like around $60,000 a month, $80,000 to $100,000 a month. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, they have a lot of money. They can pay. I mean, just look at what Charlie's doing, right? Like he's running like a whole gaming organization, like holding events and stuff like that. He has the money to pay for it, and he's losing money, but it doesn't even matter because he makes so much. They can pay. They choose not to. Anyways, here's a video.
Production, there's no camera. Hey guys, so this is not a production, there's no camera. This is literally just a lot of us are upset with the way we've been treated here at Dhar. We asked for a meeting and we were told that we were not being given a meeting after being kind of just ultimately disregarded, and for us that was too far. So we're out here protesting. Right guys? Yeah! Woo! So that's what's happening if you're wondering. It's not a joke.
We love workers' rights, especially with these like small studios. They think that they can get away with abusing workers like day in and day out, because sometimes, honestly, they just can, right? You sign like shitty little contracts and they can pay you like as little as you want. They're not big studios that are held to like a higher standard. Typically, they probably think, oh, we're just a YouTube channel. Who cares? But like, it's not just like a YouTube channel to them. They have to like spend so much time taking care of themselves, practicing the scripts you make, performing them, and then dealing with getting shitted online because of your shitty scripts and your garbage videos that get like millions of views anyways, right? Like, they deserve to be paid for their work. They just choose not to do so. Yeah, they're 3 showers a week, Rich. So true. So true. Officially fired, reacting opportunity for Dhar Mann Studios. The third rich girl won't pay at restaurant. However, emailing you to inform you that you are no longer needed for this role, Jessica, on this date. Thank you. Yeah, they're officially fired. And so now they just started firing people who spoke out against them. A lot of the people have been fired for previously speaking out and asking questions, and that's why we decided to come together as a collective to make our voices heard. But that seems to have not worked. But we're still here. We're still talking. Dude, if you're in the area, show some of these people support. They really deserve it. They don't deserve to be taken advantage of simply because they decided to work for somebody to make content. Right? I don't think there's anything different between like a big studio and a small studio when it comes to making content. Simply because you upload YouTube videos and you don't like put stuff in the box office doesn't mean that you can now like abuse your workers. That's what I think personally.
Whose face is seen here is fired, because that's kind of what happens on this show. A lot of people have been fired previously for speaking out and asking questions, and that's why we decided to come together as a collective and make our voices heard. But that seems to have not worked, but we're still here, we're talking, and you know, we're just taking it sort of moment by moment, day by day, seeing what's going to happen. So thank you for all the support.
My goodness, dude. That guy's cool. Yeah, they're cool. Workers' rights are epic. Workers' rights are so cool. Not being abused every day is so cool, I think. If I'm going to be honest with you. Anyways, in Dhar Mann videos, Colin A. Borden is mostly cast as a heroic character who is played as a father or a teacher. He recently took to his official TikTok account and explained that a group of actors attempted to get in touch with Dhar Mann. However, the meetings were brought did not take place. A single actor that works for Dhar Mann can afford rent. A studio has continued to expand for some time, and now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank that haven't really gotten better things haven't really gotten better for us. We've been talking to a lot of actors. The trouble is there's a culture at a studio of if you talk, you're out. Yeah, this happens sometimes, and like this is why recently like big actors unions have been coming together. Like actors, stage production, back end, like camera work, all of these types of people have had to come together because all they've been doing is getting abused. And like they've just been some of them just get paid in clout, some of them get paid in like credits in the end of the show, and so they're spending all their time trying to build their career while they're just getting abused by the people who are at the top already. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. And so yeah, like and I would imagine, if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think Dhar Mann thinks too highly of unions. A lot of these people who put together things like this don't usually. So it wouldn't be surprising at all if that would be the case. Another actress also took to her Instagram account to, we saw this person to publicly protest. She has the killer sign. Why don't they don't even get 1099s. Like I'm trying to put together 1099s this tax season for my editors. I'm doing, right? Like how can the world do you run a studio, a literal business, and you don't give your people's 1099s? That's crazy. If you don't know, a 1099 is a tax form. Like that's a contractor tax form. Is that correct? It's not a W-2 like employer tax form that you probably would get. So they have to pay extra taxes for the work that they do, which is crazy because Dhar Mann doesn't want to make it seem like Dhar Mann doesn't want to pay more taxes to get them to, so he has them foot the bill for it. Netizens react to the actors' protest. Internet users, netizens. Oh! They're just using the term netizens, like internet denizens, and they're calling it netizens. And at this moment in time, Dhar Mann has not responded at all to any of the accusations or the things that people have said. Actually, instead of him like responding, he's just been releasing more videos. He's just been pretending like this hasn't been happening, and he just keeps releasing more and more and more videos as his actors are stepping away from his production, right? So you can see. Be silent. Yeah, 23 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, It seemed like they did take a break from like 6 days. 6 days. They took like a 4-day break or something in between the uploads because they the actors may have walked out. Actually, something may have happened. Girls shamed for dark circles under her eyes. Dark under eyes. What? Boy rejected in front of school. What the fuck? What is this? What is happening? We're just gonna have to see what happens now, because this is sick. It's sick. I mean, we've had like a lot of things about YouTubers coming out and just being bad people, treating their employees, or like the people who work under them. The thing is, like, YouTube has gone from less of a sort of, you know, guy or like gal with a camera to more like little mini businesses going on, and it's sucks in the sense of they want the money that comes with running a business without the responsibility that comes with running a business, which is like to people's livelihoods and paying people well for the work that they actually do. It's like you want to be just like a shitty little YouTuber without getting like the shitty little YouTuber pay at the same time, and you just can't have it both ways. You simply can't, right? You just simply can't. You need to treat people better. You need to. Why can't they be more like Charlie? Because like people love money. Okay? And with this, he makes like a bunch of money. I mean, we could even check. Hi, I'm Dhar. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was actually lowballing how much money Dhar Mann's YouTube channel makes. I was lowballing it. Like, he actually brings in between $61,000 and $1 million a month. And actually, with like how advertiser friendly his channel is, I would say typically, because I know what my social blade says, like the rate that like it puts me in for like how much money I could make. I know typically it falls around like depending on the channel, like for us, it falls on the lower like 40% range. That's where our YouTube channel is. For him, I would say that it's in like the higher like 50% range. So I would actually say that he makes around $400,000 a month. Like the YouTube channel makes around 400K a month. And he's like, he makes a lot of money. A lot of money. Yearly earnings between $700,000 and $11 million a month. Yeah, I would honestly say that he makes around like around like $5 million a year. He brings in. And if he's been doing this for multiple years, yes, he's absolutely a multimillionaire himself. 100%. 100%. Which is sad. Which is fine, but it's sad that you still think that with all of this money, you believe that that the people who are working for you that are actually making these videos popular don't deserve the money that you're paying them. It's sad. It's so cringe. It's stupid. They 100% deserve better. Thank you, Dhar Mann. Very uncool, actually. I hate it. I hate it a lot.
Wow.
But here we go. Oh yeah, and one of the guys actually did a full explanation. Let's see what he has to say. I think this man, he was a writer for Dhar Mann, if I remember correctly. He was an actor and writer, so he's doing 2 jobs and he still isn't getting paid.
Wow. What the heck is going on? Hey, Colin A. Borden here. I don't normally like to do serious things anywhere, but especially here on social media because I think it's a rather frivolous sort of thing. And as an actor, a writer, director.
Wait, this man was on like actual TV? This guy isn't like just a YouTube actor. This guy was on actual unironic TV, and Dhar Mann's paying him pennies? That's crazy. He's a professional actor. He's a director and actor and writer. Wait, yeah, he worked on Better Call Saul and he's paying him pennies? This is remarkable. This is crazy, dude. What the hell? Dhar Mann reactions. Fucking yikes. Oh no. 6 foot even? Oh my goodness. Official site. Yep, that's him, all right. Actor. Photos. Yep, that's him. Oh man. Director. What is he directed? That's blood. Oh my goodness. That's thighs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at him go. This guy has a huge like portfolio. He's paying him pennies? That's crazy. This poor guy.
Director, I just think of myself as an entertainer, and I like to do entertaining things, even if that's me pretending to think that I'm going to die because I ate unwashed peppers. But now I am going to talk about something a little serious because, you know, if you've been following my page or other people's...
Serious, like wage theft.
You probably know that some stuff is going down, so I want to give a little bit of an explanation about it. Essentially,
he's paying him in clout. That is true. Better Call Saul, ain't never heard of that shit. Dhar Mann, I mean, I will tell you, I have watched more Dhar Mann videos than I have Better Call Saul episodes because I've never watched a single Better Call Saul episode in my life. That's not like a... So that's just like what I... So, I mean, like, it totally makes sense why Dhar Mann wouldn't pay him that much. I mean, like, he's kind of a nobody.
As an actor at Dhar Mann Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of...
Doesn't seem like anybody does.
As are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Dhar Mann Studios can afford rent. This is a show that has millions of views across multiple social media platforms.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh man, because like Dhar Mann doesn't make his like real money on YouTube. He makes it on places like Facebook. Like his like a couple million views on YouTube, and then you get like 10 or hundreds of million views on Facebook. And then he probably has one of those deals with Facebook where he gets paid in AdSense and ad revenue, because a lot of those people do. And Facebook's huge, right? And so like there are people who are just only Facebook creators at this point in time, and they're getting paid like absolutely like insane amounts of money. So he's probably making, so now that I think about it, he's probably making like $2 million a month. Sorry guys, I didn't even think about that. He's probably putting together like 2 million. No, he's probably pulling together about 2 million. I'm sorry, wait, I have to pull it together. He's probably pulling in about 2 million a month or something. So there's never in any way, shape, or form going to be a reason why he can't pay. He simply just does not care about these people's lives, which makes sense. He is simply a YouTuber. Expect the least from your YouTubers, okay?
Especially me. I am evil. Muhaha.
Across multiple social media platforms, videos are shot, edited, posted, repackaged as new videos, reposted in other places over and over and over and over and over again, racking in millions of views, ad revenue, all this sort of stuff. The studio has continued to expand for some time. My entire tenure there, when I first started, we shot everything, as I've told you guys on lives and things like that. We shot everything in an apartment building downtown, in an apartment, not even the building. Occasionally we would go to the garage of that building, but it was really just all in one apartment. And now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank. But things haven't really...
That's a lot of growth.
...gotten better for us. And again, I don't want to go into specifics because it's a kind of a big thing and it's really just between us. But I think that people should be aware of why we are protesting, why we are out there right now.
I think he should ruin Dhar Mann's entire career. I think taking advantage of working class people like this is deserving of having your whole career ruined, if I'm going to be honest with you, because you've already ruined people's lives. Be honest, you keeping somebody in and like telling them that things are going to get better and telling them that things are going to be okay as they spend their like the like best years of their life being abused by you, and like devaluing their career by working for your shitty YouTube channel. Yes, I do believe you deserve to have your career ruined, especially if your career is based off of destroying their careers. Yes. Maybe I'm a better person than him. Maybe I'm just not the type of guy he is, but I personally think he should do it, but that's just me.
I've been talking to a lot of actors. It's the same. Everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Dhar Mann. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Dhar Mann Studios. We are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not.
So this is something that like companies, corporations, little studios, this is just things that people like to do, where instead of making you a like W-2 employer where they have to like give you, especially in like California, right? Because California has some pretty high expectations for employers. You have to do things like providing them healthcare and providing them, you know, like leave and I think maybe some paid time off, maternal leave, paternal leave, things along these lines. Maybe not exactly those things, but I'm just talking about just general benefits, 401ks and things along these lines that you have to provide to employees, and then they're entitled to certain things based on that contract that you made that the state says that you have to sign for, obviously protections for these people, because people like Dhar Mann would very happily have any of these people not have any protections at all. And so that's why they have these people brought on as contractors. They can cut them at any time. They can bring them on at any time. The turnover is super high because they're not given like really good benefits, and they don't really have to care about treating them well because they can just have somebody else in the door to do the same like acting or whatever that they could do. Because as long as they get a clip that they can edit together and make like more money off of, they couldn't care less about the type of people who spent their like time and effort on like the limited amount of time and space that they have in this world making YouTube videos for you while they pay them pennies. It sucks. It really does suck. But like even then, those people typically get things like 1099s. What I would imagine is, since they don't even get 1099s, these guys are kind of being paid under the table. Basically, these people are being paid in what you would regard tips. Imagine like, yeah, they're just getting, yeah, he's just like sending them PayPal checks basically for like some money after they do some acting, which works if you just have like a on and off type of like YouTube editor or something who like does some freelance work for you. But these people aren't doing freelance work. These people are like spending days recording videos. Sounds like tax fraud. No, it's not fraud. It's just abuse, which unfortunately is not illegal.
Entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dhar. Dhar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dhar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Dhar Mann. Thank you very much. Please get back to us with a time for the next meeting by next Tuesday. Just a time for the meeting, not necessarily the next meeting, but by Tuesday. We said this in person. We reiterated it a few minutes later via an email. We checked back in following a couple days, reiterating again, we would like to speak specifically with Dhar. This is what the meeting is about. This is our boss. This is who we want to talk to. End of the week comes and goes. We learned Saturday there will not be a meeting. Meanwhile, a lot of other stuff has happened at the studio. Some not great stuff. Whether it's connected or not, we don't know because no one's talking to us.
I wondered what that is.
So that's why we're...
You said like not great stuff. I would imagine that people got fired. I would imagine that like the ship got tighter, maybe even like forcing some people to sign NDAs to keep working, possibly even like withholding funds until they do things like signing NDAs, things along those lines. That's what I would imagine. I can only like speculate because he's not saying exactly what's happening, but I would imagine it's something along those lines, which is unfortunate.
We're here right now because all we wanted to do was sit down and have a conversation with our boss. That didn't happen. We were told explicitly that there will not be any meetings and that any issues that we have can be written down and forwarded to HR. And that's just not acceptable.
Remember, HR is not there to protect you. HR is there to protect the company. That's why they send you specifically to HR and not to like have a direct, one-to-one meeting, because they can't. Because they want you to keep it all like within the company and have like the company like quiet you down so you don't do things like this, like bring it to the public, because they can't control the public. They can control you once you're in the business. They can control HR, but they can't control what the public says. And then once that happens, then they have to deal with it in different ways. And they hate doing stuff like that. That's why you should never trust HR. HR is not there for you. It's there to protect the company. That's why if you've ever had to deal with HR, you've had horrible experience with HR, because they couldn't give a shit less about you. They just want you to shut up.
We are right now. The work that I personally have done at Dhar Mann, I'm incredibly proud of. I've built an incredible community over there of my coworkers and fans. There's no denying that Dhar Mann is in my obituary, whether I go tomorrow or in 50 years or whatever. It's done. I've loved my time at Dhar Mann, and so much of that has to do with people like you who are watching this little video right now. So thank you to you. Thank you for being a supporting fan. Thank you for just watching. Thank you for just being a part of the community that we've built. The goal is to keep going to work, to have a conversation with Dhar, and to keep working at Dhar Mann Studios with the people that I love, doing the work that I love. We'll see. Thank you. Sincerely.
That is so sad. That is so sad that he has to go through. Well, he and everybody else has to go through this. It sucks to put all this time and effort into building something up and then just to be thrown off of it and without any care or disregard for what's going on. It's really sad. But with that, that's what's going on at the Dhar Mann Studios. Please do not watch Dhar Mann videos. I beg of you. It would be great if you didn't do that. This Dhar Mann does not deserve the money that he makes off of these actors and directors and all of these people actually making money for him. He does not deserve it. And honestly, he should be taken to court, if I'm going to be honest with you. This type of abuse of workers should be illegal. Not sure if it is. They're in California, so we're just going to have to see. But yeah, incredibly cringe. Once again, don't trust your YouTubers, okay? They're crazy. They're crazy out there. They're crazy. Money-hungry fiends. I tell you what. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.